The first step to really finding your place in the world is knowing what your younger self enjoyed doing. What I mean by that is when we were all younger, we all had that, we all played with toys, we all adventured, we all and did all those kind of things. But we were all different in the sense of our things that we were curious about. So let's take, for example, a kid who loved playing with Legos. He loved playing with puzzles, breaking things down, putting things together. And 10 years into the future, now he's kind of lost, misguided. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't know what he's curious in. Yeah, he has a job, he has some hobbies, right? He goes out with friends. But he doesn't feel like he has a place in the world now because he doesn't know what he enjoys. Now, let's say he does find that thing, and let's just take it as a mechanic. Let's say he becomes a mechanic, something that correlates to like breaking things down and putting things together. Let's say he becomes a mechanic for a specific company, for a specific rich family or something that has a whole bunch of cars. He's now needed for that company because that family likes him a lot. He likes how they like how he gets things done quick with the cars. Now he's specifically needed in someone's life, regardless of any other aspects. Because even if they get rid of him, even if that family finds someone else to be their mechanic, they might not have the same deal from that guy because he charged lower because he knew them. He's not gonna do it as fast. See, now he's needed for that family because they like him, they enjoy him a lot. Now he's needed in the world for something. Just because he knew what he liked doing when he was younger. He enjoys being a mechanic because he enjoyed playing with Legos and all that. It might be something you overlook, but it's very important that you know what you liked doing when you were younger. Because that thing is such a small detail, but that thing could potentially be that purpose or place in the world that you were meant to be. You were meant to be in that specific field just off the simple thought of you being a child and just like doing it. So being able to find that thing you enjoyed in your younger self, you can do that by meditating, by sitting down, closing your eyes, and really thinking back to past experiences that you had, questions you used to ask your mom, things you were curious about, things you would leave the house for. Just anything, any small thing that you can find that kind of tracks from age, maybe even below 5, all the way up to the age you're at now. What is a consistent trend that you've had for your entire lifespan? And kind of find that thing that brings you in that enjoyment, curiosity, and that's going to lead into the second step of how to find your place in the world. And that's, would you do that thing if you didn't get paid for it? Would you do it for free? Would that thing that you found in your childhood self, would you do that thing regardless of all other friction, regardless of payment, anything? Would that mechanic still be a mechanic if he wasn't getting paid from that rich family? He would still probably fix up his own car. He would probably help his friend fix his car. He would do it for free. That's what I mean. What is that thing in your life that you would do for free regardless? The old guys that played their sports till they're like 50, 60, they're not getting paid for it. They just play with friends for fun. That's what makes them happy. They're doing it for free. They're not getting paid from it. They just genuinely enjoy doing that thing. Now, the third thing. How would that thing impact others' lives? So, I'm going to use a story, for example, from my point of view. There was a time when I was talking to this girl and we were having a deep conversation about some personal matters, but we were having a deep conversation and I was giving her advice and I seen that she was starting to cry. She was like bawling her eyes out crying. And I was looking like that my words just did that for her. My advice just did that for her. I just changed her life. I just changed her perspective with the advice I just gave her. Now, I would do this kind of thing for free. I would give people this kind of advice. I would talk to the camera and give people advice. I wouldn't do this for free. I wouldn't get paid for this. I would do this for however many years I would want to. I've always loved just talking, conversation, giving people advice, bouncing ideas off of people, and seeing that kind of like spark in their eyes when I give them that kind of like, oh, that's a great point. I love that kind of, I've always loved that. But it was this specific time when I saw I really did change someone's life in my own eyes in real time. What is that thing? Like in the past 2 steps, we talked about what would your younger self enjoy and what would you do for free that brings you joy and fulfillment. But now, how would that change someone else's life? This isn't about you anymore. This is about what you can do for someone else. How can what you do make you dependent on for someone? With all 3 of those in mind, it's almost impossible to not find your place in the world, because now you found it in yourself and now you're showing it to others. So now it's almost impossible to be invisible because you're needed for something. The people that haven't found their place, they're lost, misguided. It feels like they're not needed. And they go searching in other places for this thing of like, oh, maybe if I do this, maybe if I get money, then people will notice me. But when it's really, when you know the thing that gives you that clear kind of straight line roadmap of like, oh, I'll just do this for the rest of my life, I don't really care, it just makes me happy. Once you find that kind of straight line, no friction, no added, nothing added, it's almost impossible to not be invisible, because you're just going to attract that kind of energy to yourself. You're content with yourself. The people that aren't content with themselves, the people that haven't found that thing that makes them happy, they're almost like scattered. They're stuck in this loop of like finding things and nothing's improving, so they feel like they're really unlucky in the world. Have you heard that? Like someone feels like really unlucky. That comes from the place of not knowing their place, not understanding that they haven't found that thing that really like sparks that kind of thing inside of them that's like they're like addicted to it. They can't go without it. I can't go without having these kind of conversations. Like it will be small talk, base level conversation with someone, and it just happens that I just start going deeper and deeper and deeper into the conversation. It's just who I am. It just happens, and I love doing it. Someone who doesn't have that, someone who doesn't have that spark, that like drive to just like want to do it all the time, it's just, they just feel empty, and that's where the world just is going to treat them terribly until they find that thing. You're going to be treated so badly until you find that thing that gives you that straight line direction. It's almost like you're being like attacked with a laser when you don't have that thing. It just makes you feel terrible. And that's what I'm trying to tell you in this video, that you need to find your place in the world so you can not feel like you're just being targeted. It just feels like you just feel so empty on the inside. You need to find that thing you're addicted to. Like you're not even conscious about when it happens. It just comes out of you. Everyone wants to feel good. Everyone wants to feel good while going through their life, feel better. Having these 3 steps implemented in your life and finding your place will make you fulfilled, needed, wanted, important, right? It makes you more intelligent, because now you can tell people in like a passionate way about what you enjoy. Like when you talk to somebody about something you're knowledgeable about, don't you feel like you feel more passionate? Like you feel like it just gives you more of a positive energy, and people are attracted to that. Now you're less invisible. Implement those 3 steps into your life. Do the meditation, really do that inner work, trying to go back to your younger self, really know what you like doing, experiment, right? I feel like everyone's going to have that feeling of like not knowing their place, feeling unlucky, especially if you're younger. But implement all 3 of those steps. Know what you can do for someone, know what you can do for yourself, and know what you'll do for free. And you'll find your place in the world, and you will never want to leave. Link in the description. Join the Skool community. I talk about self-growth, self-mastery. It's going to benefit you in your life, because everyone needs to really master every aspect of their lives.